Hey everyone, I'm back after a year of no new videos because, well, I had a baby. I am finally back with new videos. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 things you need to know if you are thinking about changing careers. At the end of this video, you'll be armed with some really useful strategies and tips to help you find a new job or a new career that you actually care about and that challenges you to your full potential. Now, if that sounds right up your street and you want to receive a weekly dose of inspiration and tips to help you make those really big changes to your career or life, then please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell right next to it so you get a notification every Wednesday when a new video lands right here on my channel. Over the years, I've helped hundreds of uninspired corporate professionals make big changes to their careers. So they finally got to do something that they enjoy, something that they care about. And I'll be sharing the 10 most important things that have helped them with you in this video in hope that it'll help you too. Because let's be honest, we only have one life. And you never know when it might be over. Could be 6 months from now, 6 years from now, or 6 decades from now. Life is finite. So don't settle for something that's just so-so. Don't settle for something that won't let your full potential come out. Don't settle for something that makes you miserable or something that only lets you live for the weekends and holidays. There are 7 days in a week, so don't waste 5 of them in a job or career that you don't like or that doesn't get the best out of you. Life is just too precious for that. And you can, I promise, you can do work that you love, work that you care about, work that lets you make an impact, that lets you make a difference. Don't know where to start? I got you. Here are 10 tips to help you on your way. Number 1, don't try to figure out your one true passion. We humans are multifaceted beings. We are drawn to multiple things. We like a variety of things. So don't limit yourself by trying to figure out this one thing that makes you tick. Don't try to find this one thing that you must do with your career. Most people have more than one thing that they could be interested in, more than one thing that they could be passionate about, more than one thing that they could build an interesting and fulfilling career around. And this is an important, super important thing to realize. I guarantee you that there's not just one career path in you, one thing that you must do, one thing that will make you feel fulfilled, one thing that gets the best out of you. So don't try to find just that one thing that will change everything. Instead, number 2, do start with your interests. Yes, interests, plural. The starting point for finding work you love and finding your passion, for that matter, are your interests. Now, I've done a whole video on how to find your passion, and I do recommend you watch it after you finish watching this video. So, starting with your interests, what does that mean? Well, it's quite simple. Ask yourself the following 5 questions and write down everything that comes up. What things fascinate me? What things do I like reading about? If someone were to ask me to talk about something, anything that I'm interested in for 5 minutes, what would that be? What things would I love to learn more about? And finally, what issues or problems in the world really get to me? The answers that come up to these questions are your starting point. So what's next then? Well, let me tell you what not to do. Don't overanalyze. Now, where most people go wrong is that they get really fixated on job titles. They want to know exactly what it is that they're going to do next before they do anything else. And this is how they get stuck in analysis paralysis. Because let me tell you, you are very, 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 very unlikely to figure out what you want to do next by sitting at home, reading career books, doing personality tests and making lists of jobs that you think sound cool. But don't just take it from me. Research at Harvard has shown that those people who make successful and sustainable career changes aren't the ones who come up with a grandiose plan with every step of the way carefully analyzed and planned. No, the ones who make successful and sustainable career changes are the ones who are curious and open-minded. The ones who start with their interests and then take it from there. They then want to learn as much as they can about these interests, one step at a time, without trying to predict where everything might lead, what job title might be at the end. So tip number 4, follow your interests. One of the people I helped change careers found out he was interested in 2 things, the world of startups and the world of homelessness. Now, instead of jumping straight to the bit where he knew exactly what type of role he wanted to do within either of those fields of work, he went out and spoke to as many people as he could who were working in these fields. He wanted to learn as much as he could about the world of startups and the world of homelessness. Now, long story short, by doing this, he found out what types of roles were available within these 2 respective industries, and he learned where his unique skill set and his unique experience could make a real difference. He also found out that he was much more drawn to the world of homelessness than the world of startups, and ended up finding a great role at a company that helps to end homelessness. So tip number 5, don't focus on job boards. Job boards are the least effective way to find a new job, especially if you're changing careers. It's been estimated that your chances of finding a job through a job board are less than 1 in 1,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like those odds. So tip number 6, focus on people. The best way to find a new job, especially when changing careers, is through other people. Yes, I'm talking about networking. Now, I have another video in which I talk about how to find a job without the use of job sites, and I recommend you go check it out. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below this video. Now, the next 2 tips that I'm going to share kind of go hand in hand, so I'll share them with you in unison. Tip number 7, don't set goals. Tip number 8, do set systems. If you've read Atomic Habits, you'll know that the genius who came up with this is in fact James Clear. And hey, if you've read Atomic Habits and are a massive fan too, please let me know in the comments. So, in Atomic Habits, James Clear says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Your goal is your desired outcome. This year, spend less time focusing on outcomes and more time focusing on the habits that precede these results. And it couldn't be better advice for changing careers. So spend less time focusing on the ultimate goal of finding a new job, and instead focus more on the things that help you get there. So follow those interests. Sign up for courses to learn more about these things. Expand your network. Have coffees or virtual coffees with people who work in industries that you're interested in. Offer your time to projects or companies that you're interested in. Start a passion project to build new skills that you might need. Get out in the real world and get busy. Tip number 9, don't get in your own way. Very often, one of the biggest obstacles to making a career change is you. So make a commitment to get out of your own way. Don't tell yourself stories that are untrue, like, I'm too old to change careers. There are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have made successful midlife career changes, and you can do it too. Don't let the fact that you don't know what's next for you yet hold you back, or don't let the fact that you don't have experience in a new field hold you back. So tip number 10, do believe you can do this. We can change careers. All it takes is just one small step at a time. And don't try to figure everything out right now, because you only end up confusing and overwhelming yourself. Because look, ultimately, career change really isn't rocket science. I promise you that. Just start small, start with your interests, follow them, and then do the things I've shared in this video. I know you've got this. I know you can change careers, and I need you to believe it too. Now, if you want a little bit more support with making that career change happen, then I think you're going to like my upcoming live workshop called How to Find the Right Job or Career When Changing Careers. I'll add the link to that in the description box below this video, so make sure you go check it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want more on changing careers, make sure you check out this video in which I share 3 of the biggest mistakes you can make when changing careers. See you next Wednesday.